Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. This is a very special recording that we are doing with the lovely Jo Soley. Jo, I am so happy to have you here. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much for having me on.
So we are going to be talking all about numbers today. And I said in the title of this episode that numbers are so important for the growth of your business, but not in the way that you might think. So I'm going to let Jo introduce herself and you will get a little taste of what we're going to talk about today. Go ahead, Jo.
So thank you so much. So knowing your personal numbers increases your numbers. So my name's Jo Soley. I'm a business coach. I've got 26 years experience in sales, marketing and business development. And I use the power of numerology to help you elevate your own business success, because there's no cookie cutter approach in business. What will work for you won't work for me. So Bizology is my company, and it's all about business. It's all about marketing. It's all about sales. It's all about your package staircase and your message. But the flip of that is about understanding who you are as a business owner, so you can elevate your business success using the powers of numerology.
Fantastic. So I'm so excited today. I am totally fascinated by this topic. I really am. And it is a topic where you could get lost down a rabbit hole. So we are going to really focus in today on just two of the numbers that are really, really important. But before we jump into those, can you tell us a little bit about how numbers work and how we can look to incorporate, or what numbers we should be looking out for in our business? How does it kind of work with the business scenario?
Yeah, so mathematicians say numbers rule the world, right? And they do, because numbers are magic, they're innate, they're deep, they're cosmic, they're fundamental of form. Nothing happens in life without numbers. Maths, 2 and 2 is 4. But numerology says that 4 is about structure, control, routine, and system. So then in life, 4 keeps us on track. So we have 4 fingers, 4 seasons, 4 elements, 4 directions, 4 chambers to our heart, 4 parts of our brain. Oh, I did the wrong. You know what I mean? 4 parts to our brain, 4 chambers to our heart, 4 pairs to our DNA. 4 wheels on this chair, 4 walls to my house, 4 wheels on my car, 4 major archangels, 4 gospels in the Bible, 4 suits in the tarot, right? So 4 is about structure, control, routine, and system. I am born on the 4th of the 4th. I'm a bit like a little dog with a bone, bit of a workaholic. So then that's what 4's about. So every number has a symbology, every number has quality, every number tells us a story. And when you understand yourself through the lens of numerology, then things make sense. Life isn't a bed of roses, it's not meant to be. We're here to learn, but you can see what you're working with, because if you've got a number, you've got it for a reason. If you haven't got a number, you haven't got it for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense to me. And I don't know about everybody else, but it makes sense to me. Just noticing how many 4s, the 4 seasons, the 4 directions and all that, that's just like, it's like light bulbs going off. So if we are looking at our personal numbers, two of the most important numbers that you talk about are your life path number and your approach. So I wondered if you could tell us how we can work those numbers out. So we know what those 2 main numbers are and what the importance is of them.
So your approach, you and I have spoken about it, but I don't really talk about that too much in the online space, because it gets a bit confusing. So your life path number is the most important number.
Yeah.
And then after that, your personal year is really, really important, because we work in 9-year cycles and there's better years and easier years to do things.
Okay.
So your approach, we can definitely talk about that today. But like you said, rabbit holes, the first important number is your life path number. So that is taken from your date of birth. You can't change your date of birth. You can change your name. When you change your name, you change your life, but you can't change your date of birth. So But the number that you're born, this is going a bit deeper and it can get a bit more confusing, but the number of the date of the month you're born on, like you're born on the 26th, which is 8, I'm born on the 4th, that is easy for you to be. It's easy for you to be professional, high standards, quality. It's easy for me to be organized, have a plan, work hard. But that's not going to get us the juice. The life path number is going to get us the juice. So if I share my slides, actually, this is a good one. Even though this is in my free download, this shows you how to work out your life path number. So every single book, every single app will do it slightly kind of differently, and it can get a little bit confusing. So I say whole numbers. So this is my date of birth. 4 + 4 + 1973 gives you 1981. So we
which
pause.
was the year I was born, which I think is funny.
So 1 + 9 + 8 + 1. See, I was 8. Is 19, so that's 10, which is 1. Okay. So in numerology we use 1 to 9, 11 and 22. Sometimes we use 33, not here. So if you got to 12, that's not a number we use, so you add it up, it's 3. If you got to 14, that's 5. But if you get to 11 or 22, you don't reduce it further. That if you think you're a 4, you might be a 22. So speak to me, because there's caveats there.
Okay.
So then this is a good screen to screenshot or to take a picture of, because it gives you the energies of the numbers. So I'm working with the energy of the number 1, right? It's all about leadership. It's all about innovation. It's all about being original and dynamic. I'm creating an app at the moment. I'm scratching my head. It's like driving me mad. I'm nearly there. I've got a few glitches. Well, that's what I've been doing all morning. But that's very 1 in energy. So because I know that, even though it's frustrating, the magic happens outside your comfort zone. I know I'm here to do that. Whereas you're working with the energy of the number 6, which is all about, no, look at the 6, it's pregnant. Not that I'm saying you're going to be pregnant, but it's about parenting, it's about love, it's about connection. What do you do? Weddings, which is all about love and connection, collaboration, community, and you do lots of networking, which is all about groups. Now, I'm 49, never married, no kids. I haven't got 6 anywhere. And if you've got a number, you've got it for a reason, like me with the 1 and the innovation and the app. But if I don't have 6 anywhere, that's fine. Whereas I was always thinking, oh, should I be married? Should I have kids? Should I? No, Joe. Yeah. So it doesn't mean I can't have a loving relationship, but I don't need one. Whereas you'll need that connection. You'll need that collaboration. You'll need those people in your life. You'll need those groups. No judgment. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, makes sense.
So pause the recording on this slide to work out your life path number. But like Donna said earlier, take note of the day of the month you're born on. So I don't want to go too deep into this, because like it can get a bit confusing, but Donna's the 6th, the nurturer, but she's born on the 26th, which is 8. So it's very easy for her to be the CEO, but she doesn't want to be the CEO who nurtures. She wants to be the nurturer who's the CEO. And it's very easy for me to be 4 because I'm born on the 4th, but I don't want to be the builder who leads. I want to be the leader who builds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got to sit more in our life path number than in our approach.
We want to get out of the approach. Kids will be in this, the day of the month they're born on, reduced to a single digit, unless it's 11 or 22, because they're still growing, they're still evolving, they haven't really got free will yet. But most people sometimes don't even get into their life path number. But this is where the magic is.
So I think it's a really good thing to understand your life path number, because like you just said, there are a lot of people that are probably not working in their life path number, which means that they could be dissatisfied with the job they're doing. They might not like the place that they're living in. They might not like the friend group they've got. There's so many things that it can attach to, that if you are feeling dissatisfied in your life in some area, you could possibly be because it's in a misalignment of where your life is supposed to be going. So understanding your life path number can open up doors of opportunity for you. So I absolutely love that. So
because the problem is, sorry to interrupt you, we are the negative of our numbers, and anything else is just guidance. So the negative of 1 is speed, the negative of 2 is fear, the negative of 3, they just say something, the negative of 4, they say no, the negative of 5, change for the sake of change, the negative of 6 is to gather people in some way when sometimes they don't need to, the negative of 7 to overthink, the negative of 8 is to just see things through the lens of money, the negative of 9 is people pleasing, the negative of 11 is overreacting, the negative of 22 is to take a sledgehammer to situations. So when you know that, then you can like be careful. So I know that speed rules me every minute. Imagine I'm sat here and you can see the number 1 like falling on me like wedding confetti. And 1 rules me, right? Speed, and I'm quick. But that's not always a good thing, because the day you plant the seed isn't the day you eat the fruit. And you need the ebb, you need the flow, you need the growth, you need the consolidation. That's what I teach. But I know I'm go, and put my poor team, they're like, oh, hang on. So when you know that, you can move forward from that place.
Yeah, fantastic. And I have to say, it was so funny because we've spoken before about this topic, and you sort of said, you said numbers are falling all around you, and you did this. And I said to my other half, I said afterwards, I was like, it reminded me of the Matrix. I could just see the Matrix when you did it, all the green numbers flying everywhere. And I thought that was funny, but maybe not to everybody, but I thought it was quite amusing.
I've got a big speaking gig coming up, and I'm thinking about buying those little numbers you get in party shops, and getting a sheet and asking people to come and like drop them on them, because then you can physically see it in action.
Yeah, it's a physical thing, and it is like seeing that numbers. Once you have heard this talk, you will be looking for numbers everywhere, and you will find them. It's crazy.
We'll just quickly do them. So 1 is all about innovation, leadership, self-employment. 2 is all about togetherness, team, sensitivity. 3 is all about creative, expressive, sociable. 1, 2, 3, go, that kind of energy. 4, as I said, structure, control, routine, and system. 5, change, adventure, expansion, and growth. 6, love, relationships, responsibility, connection. 7, learning, seeking, thinking, questioning, asking. 8, money, infinity, abundance, success, wealth. 9, completion, fulfillment, love, compassion, emotions. 11, inspiration, illumination, spirituality, source, God, divine. 22, changing the world one person at a time, creating an empire and leaving a legacy, transformation.
Wow. I'm now thinking about some people I know and wondering what their numbers are because of what they're actually doing, and whether they're aligned with their numbers, because I think I know a couple of 22s. Oh dear, lovely. That was brilliant. So thank you so much, Jo, for coming on and just explaining that. We have got an audio podcast where we go into a little bit more depth on some of these things, and we have a bit more of a conversation around it, and diving into sort of my numbers and your numbers and how they work in our business. So do feel free to go over. I will link that in the description below if you want to hear more on that conversation. Jo, where can people find you?
So joesoley.com is my website, and I've got a free guide, and I can give you the link as well.
Yeah, that will be in the description. And what kind of, if somebody wants to work with you, how do you kind of work with people? What are the kind of options that people have got?
So my main program is 5 weeks, and it's £600. And you might think, oh, that's a lot, but it's 5 sessions. It's one a week for 5 weeks. And we look at your life path number, your 4 roads, because there's 4 other important numbers. There's 7.5 billion people in the world. We don't just chop everyone into 11 numbers. We look at your personal year. We look at your name, and we look at your business, because your business is alive. It's got its own Akashic records. It attracts and repels like you and I do. So there's 5 sessions, which are one a week for 5 weeks, and then I create a report. So I kind of hold you in a little container for 5 weeks. I can go a lot deeper. There's 8 sessions or 12 sessions, but that's where most people start.
Yeah. Fabulous. Well, we will make sure that all of those links are available for you guys. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Joe. I really appreciate it. And I think it is a fascinating topic for people to dive into. Definitely go and check Joe out. Find her website, find her Facebook page, her group. You know, she's always talking about numbers, funnily enough. And it is fascinating to me, certainly, and I know to many of my listeners. So thank you so much for coming on the show, Joe. I really appreciate it.
Thanks very much for your time.